G'day diesel motor mechanics, Wes Zandt here from the Down Under Centre. So I'm going to run through the skills assessment process, what is the skills assessment, etc. Now for you guys. So as a diesel motor mechanic, there's lots of job opportunities in Australia, anywhere from, obviously we've got the mines and all that, we're always looking for decent diesel motor mechanics over there, but also pretty much Australia-wide. So there's lots of opportunities there, but obviously to get there you need a visa. So a skills assessment is mandatory if you're looking to apply for a skilled visa. So I just want to run through a few things with that, give you a bit of insight of how it works, and just keep it pretty basic. You can always give us a shout if you've got more questions. So who requires a skills assessment? If you're looking to go on a skilled visa, either 189, 190 or 491 visa, you are required to complete a skills assessment. Now, what is a skills assessment? A skills assessment is a government document, I guess, that's required to be issued. Now, the organisation that issues that is us at Australia Trade Training College. So they've got an office here with me in the Down Under Centre here in sunny London in the UK, and the skills assessment pathway is broken into two stages. The first part of the skills assessment is for you to prove on paper you've got the necessary skills. Okay, there is a minimum requirement, of course. So if you have completed an apprenticeship, and if you're from the UK, for example, and you have an NVQ level 3, you'll be required to prove 3 years of paid work experience. So that's pre or post qualification. So it's not after the qualification. Okay, it's not 3 years after. You could have done a 3-year apprenticeship the day you received your NVQ level 3 and you had 3 years of paid work experience of full-time work. You would be eligible for that. If you never did an apprenticeship, it's absolutely fine, but we require 5 years of full-time paid work experience to be eligible. Now, please note, you have to also prove that you've got 12 months in the last 36 months of industry currency. So if you're a diesel mechanic in a previous life, did it 5-10 years ago and you went off to do something else, you'd be required to go back and do the next 12 months of paid work experience. It's going to be paid. You've got to be able to prove that you've been working in that trade. Now, guys, if you are a diesel mechanic and you've also been working on other things like, not just buses and trucks and other diesel motors, but we also find that you might fit into the fitter general category as well. So click on our website and have a look at fitter general, just depending on what you want to do. A fitter is someone who works on hydraulics, pumps, motors, engines, but they can also work with diesel engines as well. So just to have a look at that, please. So the first part is you need to prove on paper. You've got the years we just mentioned. Okay. How do you prove that? We need to see pay documents, tax documents. Doesn't matter if you're self-employed or employed, there's lots of ways to prove it, okay? But you need to provide pay documents, tax documents, detailed CV. This isn't a CV for a job, okay? You're not applying for a job at this point with the skills assessment. You're showing one of the assessors that you have the necessary skills. Really, really important, this, guys. So we see lots of people send us through skills assessments, and it's more focused on how you went in high school or anything like that. It's not the CV like that we're looking for. It's purely your work experience, nicely broken down, using the key tasks that we require. Okay. So we can work with you, the Down Under Centre can work with you through that as well. But anyway, CV, pay documents, tax documents, photos and videos, okay? So if you can go out there and get some photos and videos, there's units of competency that we want to get. So I should mention as well, at completion of the skills assessment, you'll also receive your full Australian qualification, Certificate 3 as a diesel motor mechanic. Now that's very valuable when you arrive in Australia, especially for employers, because it means you hold the necessary skills and you've got the Australian qualifications. So you're deemed competent under Australian standards, but more importantly, our employers can insure you as well, which definitely helps. So skills assessment, first part, proving on paper you've got the necessary skills. Photos, videos, references, pay documents, tax documents. Photos and videos, don't overthink it. If you're going to come through the Down Under Centre and we're going to work with you through the skills assessment, you'll get access to our client portal. The client portal will work with you and explain what we need to see and give you an idea of what you've got. But if you have been a diesel mechanic and you hold a qualification, 3 years of paid work experience, without 5 years, if you are that, you are going to get through the documentary assessment. The second part is what we call a technical interview. So this is done via Skype or Zoom. It's a friendly chat with one of our assessors, and during that, it'll either be from the UK, it'll be done either in the evening or the morning time. We won't just pick you out a day and say this is the day that you're going to, you need to be there. We'll arrange that with you. So generally you'll give us 3 days that suit you. We'll confirm that with one of our assessors. They'll come back and then we will arrange that. So we're based here in the UK and Australia, so we can easily make that work to fit with your sort of lifestyle. And obviously there's time differences when you're looking ahead to the other side of the world in the land down under. So completion of skills assessment, your full Australian qualification, the document you need for a visa. Just to run through it again, the first part is proving on paper you've got the necessary skills, the documentary assessment, and the second part is what we call as a technical interview. Now there is a cost to this. The cost is set by the Department of Immigration, TRA. They will ask you to pay a fee of 1,280 Australian to have your paperwork marked. The paperwork will be sent to us at Australia Trade Training College. We'll then come back and deem you competent if you've provided the necessary skills and you've got the work experience that we need and the correct information. And then there'll be a fee of 2,000 Australian dollars, again paid to TRA, and that's for the technical interview. At completion of the skills assessment, you're then eligible to put in what is called your expression of interest. So please note, if you're planning on doing the visa yourself, that's absolutely fine, and you're just looking to use us for a skills assessment, please do give us a call. The Down Under Centre, we don't charge any money for consultations and can run through. We want to make sure that you've got the necessary points to apply for a visa. No point getting a skills assessment, guys, if it's not going to lead to a visa. So skills assessment, it is like it is an important part of the process. It's mandatory if you're looking to apply for a skilled visa or even an ENS visa, employer nominated sponsored visa. So if you want to make contact with us, please do. Now, we have lots of work for diesel motor mechanics in Australia. We work with truck and bus companies and a few others. There's a big shortage Australia-wide. You've probably seen on large employment jobs, and you've seen lots of vacancies in Australia. It's a very well-paid job when the mines are booming in WA, in certain areas of Queensland. Then diesel motor mechanics definitely come in handy and are wanted. But if you don't want to work in the mines, that's absolutely fine too. There's lots of work Australia-wide, so we'll help you. We've got a product called the DUC Employment Hub that connects migrants to employers. So lots of opportunities for diesel motor mechanics. A skills assessment's mandatory. What I'd suggest you do is give us a call in the UK office or the Australian office. If you're not sure if you've got the necessary skills to go through as a diesel motor mechanic, or if you're not sure if you're cross between a fitter general, we can provide self-assessment questionnaires to you. So self-assessment questionnaires, we'll give you a list of boxes that we would that you need to tick, that we would tell you that that's what you'd be assessed on. Again, there's no cost, guys. We are here to help you through the skills assessment, find out if you've got the necessary skills, and then the cost that you pay is what the skills assessment costs to TRA, and Australia Trade Training College delivers the services on behalf of immigration. So if you hold a UK, Irish, European or South African passport, get a hold of us either at the Australia Trade Training College or the Down Under Centre, and then we can run through exactly what's involved in the skills assessment. Good luck in Australia. It's a beautiful country and I wish you very well. All right, take care.